Yeah, Justin, what was going through your mind as you see the kick get blocked after what happened last week, and then you see Lance running on the sideline?
I knew we had to block it. If we don't block it, that kick is pretty much money from anywhere he's at. Lance made a heads-up play to pick the ball up. It didn't matter if he didn't score or not. We was gonna go in overtime. So, last second play, and he just made a great effort. And whoever, I'm not sure who blocked the kick, but that's great too. He got his hands up there, and it's just a great way to end the game.
Justin, what was going through your mind when you saw that run back taking place?
I knew he was going to score. I had a feeling. He had to lead blockers, and he's a speed guy, and he had to make one person miss the kicker, and he did it. And it was just a lot of emotions going through, at that time of the period.
Justin, that 60-yard touchdown run, did that really charge you up and get the juices flowing for you?
No, throwing that pick kind of charged me up. That's just something I don't do. It was a bad play on my part. I put the defense in some tough situations tonight. I pretty much gave up 10 points on my own. So they fought hard. They had my back tonight, and I think, just from that point on, I knew I had to do something to help this team win.
You had the two early picks that you mentioned, but you also had the big play thrown out of the end zone, and then 2 plays later you have that touchdown run. Just how big of a lift did that give you, and it just give the whole team?
I think it was huge, not only for me but for everybody. We had the ball on our own, inside our 5-yard line, and for us to get out of that situation and change the field position, but not only score, I think it was big, and it helped us get back into the game.
Justin, kind of how, on the play out of the end zone to Ricky, how cognizant were you of the pass rush? Because obviously you were nearly brought down.
Yeah, I think I had to make one guy miss, and there was another guy standing right there, and I had to make a play. I threw it to my receiver, and I tell him, it's them or nobody. So especially coming out of our own end zone, I didn't want to take a sack. So I felt Ricky had to won the route, and I gave him a shot at it.
Justin, can you talk about the play call on 4th and 5 and the read and progression on that?
That was on the grad? Okay. It's just, I think it was a drive before we had called a timeout. We had called a certain play. It didn't work out too well because they changed the look up, so we kind of knew what they was going to do. The next time we came out, and coach called the play, and it worked out perfectly.
Justin, considering how the season's been going, just how important was this game to you guys tonight?
It was very important, just to win the game, get back on track, and our main goal is to win 3. We got 3, now we got to get to 4. So we just got to go out and continue to play how we've been playing, practicing how we've been practicing, and just take it one game at a time.
Anything else for Justin? Yeah.
Can you describe a little bit what it's been like to try to lead this team through so many tough games?
It's not easy, but I don't have the weight all on my shoulders. The guys around me, I'm picking them up, they're picking me up. It's a group effort, it's a team effort, and everybody right now is playing for each other.
I'll get Marcus some love finally. You find out Patrick's not going to play, so how important was it for you to come out there tonight as the main guy and really get some good yardage out there?
I knew my role was going to be important tonight, and I wanted to just make sure I was going to do my job with and without the ball.
What did you see from their defense to start out the game? It seems like they were trying to take the beat back away a little bit.
Yes, sir. It seemed like they was taking a dive.
Let me ask you the same question I asked before, and that is, how important is this game to you guys now, particularly going forward?
This game was huge. Like Justin said, we were just focused on trying to get a win. And, now we just got to try to keep rolling and, keep doing what we just did, keep improving.
with some hard yards. The average per carry, obviously not what Tech was usually accustomed to, but there was some hard yards. How do you guys stay patient trying to keep breaking the big play? How big was that to stay patient and just keep pounding at them?
I mean, that's just what you got to do. You just got to keep trusting in it and trusting in the plays and trusting in, that your teammates are going to get their jobs done. So.
What did you think of the atmosphere tonight?
It was very exciting. The guys told me, the whiteout game is a big deal and stuff, and so I was looking forward to it, and it was definitely lived up to my expectation.
Anything else? Ken?
Marcus, I'm curious, do you feel like you guys played offensively much better, different than tonight than you had the past few games?
I definitely think we played well, but like Justin said, I think the defense really bailed us out a few times, and they really, gave us some extra opportunities. But I do think we played well tonight.
First for Isaiah, please.
It kind of seemed like it was an ABACS kind of day. And I was just curious kind of what you saw today. They were really giving you guys some lanes to run in. The rocket toss was there and all that.
Yeah, they put the game in our hands to an extent. They tried to see what we could do, and we tried to respond and just make plays for our team on the edge, whether it was blocking for each other and just extending plays.
We heard a lot about their run defense coming into the game. Did they live up to the expectations of what you were hearing?
They're definitely a good team. Today we were the better team, I would have to say. Came out with a W. I mean, that's all we tried to do was just do what we do our play our game, and hope the cards fall in our favor.
Isaiah, what did they do or what weren't they doing that was kind of dictating the ball coming to you guys?
I guess the read was a pull read, and then Justin got to the perimeter and pitched the ball to us, and it was our job to make plays on the perimeter. That's just how our offense goes.
What was your perspective on the last play?
Oh, that was surreal. It seemed like a great play. I think Pat Gamble got the block. Lance picked it up and just had a convoy, made a play. He stepped in. I know some people went down. He was there ready to make a play. And it was a great feeling just to be out there celebrating with my teammates and see them make that play.
Did you guys feel like you were due to have something like that happen to you?
Yeah, Coach Johnson even said it in the locker room. I mean, we were due. So, I mean, it was a great experience, a great game. I'm glad to be a part of it. Now we just got to keep pushing on to the next one.
KeShun, how was your role different tonight with the changes you all made defensively with the front? There was a lot of three-man front. You guys obviously schematically changed some things, I guess, gearing toward Cook. But how was your role different, and how was the plan different?
My role wasn't too much different. I'm always the contained guy. I'm always, a pass rusher. But we had the three-man front. That was just, just to kind of change things up, get a new look. And I think we did things well. We executed very well, and we played as a defense. We trusted each other, and I think we had a good day.
KeShun, do you think that's the best the defense has played in your time at Tech?
Probably so. I think, man, we played with so much energy and so much intensity, and you can hear the guys, behind us. We calling calls, we're really communicating, and I think that's what really makes it my favorite game so far, because we played as one unit. I don't think there was one person that had was just down on anybody. We had so much enthusiasm and so much unity. So
after the game in Charlotte last year, you guys had trouble getting them off the field, and it was not a defensive struggle by any stretch like this game. I imagine that was something you guys took to heart this week. Is that something Coach Roof talked to you guys about, or something you talked about amongst yourselves?
It's definitely something that you think about. Last year we had a lot of opportunities that we kind of missed out on, we didn't take advantage of. And, coming into this year, it kind of gave us a mindset to just keep going and keep fighting and, don't just settle for, just the basics. Just go and just do more than what you can, just have so much energy and play to your fullest potential instead of playing, mediocre.
It looked like y'all just kept having your back to the wall, kept having your back to the wall. What are you telling each other in the huddle and on the line, whatever?
we just kept saying, keep fighting, keep fighting. If a flag was called on us, like a penalty was called on us, we'll just say, you know, keep our heads up. I don't think we really allowed ourselves to get down much, because getting down on yourself would, you know, make you play worse. But our coaches, they made sure we had a lot of energy. Our teammates, you know, Adam was out there saying, let's go, let's go. Everybody was out there with a lot of energy. And, you know, if someone kind of got, you know, jumbled up and kind of upset, hey, let's focus, man. That's in the past. Let's just keep going.
With Cook, was the plan tonight to gang tackle and get a lot of bodies around him?
You know, the game plan for us was just to execute, dominate, do your job. You know, we always say that, and you know, Dalvin Cook is an outstanding running back. You know, but coach, you know, he always tells us to, you know, do what you have to do. If you have to set the edge, set the edge. You have to fit in B gap, and I think that's what everyone did today. They did their job.
How big was you guys playing the end zone, limiting them to field goals? You're playing the red zone, limiting them to field goals as often as you did.
That was. I think we did a pretty good job of that. You know, when you get down there, it's so easy to kind of get discouraged. But we got solid. We stuck